Hey guys, Steel Fusion Gaming. I got the Blue Eyes deck giveaway deck profile. You guys still have lots of time on that. I just wanted to get the deck profile out there. Not the deck profile because it's not like it's gonna go anywhere because like I don't play competitively. Gonna get that out there. I built this to like compete with like one of my decks or like one of my buddies' decks that like it should be able to compete against my Nordic deck, I think, but my buddy wants to try it against one of the decks that he made first. I haven't played it at all. I still have to do that, but I wanted to show you guys what we're working with here with the deck that I'm going to be giving away. I just wanted to explain what I was thinking for it. If you guys have any suggestions or whatever, down below. There's gonna be certain cards that I put in here that I feel like are good choices. It's 40 cards and 4 extra deck monsters. It's nothing crazy. It's not worth a whole lot of money. I said it was gonna be budget. This should be like, it's not gonna be super expensive, but it's gonna be up there. Like, it's not. There's a 100 subscriber giveaway. I gotta give away something really cool. So I put quite a few cards in here from my collection that I'm pretty happy about, and I just want whoever wins this deck to be super happy with what they got, regardless of the functionality of the deck. So that's what I'm kind of aiming for. I still want it to be functional. Like, that's why I still have to play test it and stuff against like my buddy against my buddies, or like when my brother might come out and help me with it. We'll see what happens. This is this is the first time I'm ever doing deck profile videos, so just bear with me on this. Azure's Silver Dragon, Dragon Knight Draco, I can't say his name, sorry. Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon and Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So that's your extra deck. This is all pretty self-explanatory because like this lets you bring back Blue Eyes from the graveyard, and these are your new one of your new Blue Eyes support monsters, and then your Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, which should be pretty straightforward. This is kind of like a wild card for me because like I put it in here so that it'll work, but it's still like a work in process. Like, you have this out on the field to be able to summon it, but then it gains the effect of this. So, and it's got 3,200 attack, whereas this has 2,500. So you've got decisions, right? Like, I wanted to put a few extra deck monsters in here that will work. So, remember, this deck is 40 cards. So, I was pretty happy that I was able to make it 40 cards, because some of these were in a Blue Eyes deck that I had made to play with like my buddy and his Dark Magician deck at the time, and it was like 50 cards plus, I do believe, at the time. And then I took it all apart because I much prefer my Nordic deck over this or over that. So like, and my little brother played the Blue Eyes deck, and he's not really super big into Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, he'd play the game because like he kind of like I understood it, and I explained most of it to him. So, as much as I know anyway, right? Like, what do I know? So, Melody of the Waking Dragon, that lets you bring basically Blue Eyes is to your hand. I do believe this should work with your Blue Eyes Jet Dragons too, so that's why that's in here. Mirror Force, just for, protection, just in case. Princess with Eyes of Blue, she lets you add Blue Eyes to your hand, if I remember correctly. Yeah, you add up to 2 Blue Eyes monsters with different names from your deck to your graveyard if this card is in your graveyard. Yeah. So you'll get the point of like why you want Blue Eyes monsters in your hand. This also White Stone Legend, I have 2 of that in here. They let you add Blue Eyes to your hand by discarding them. If this card was is sent to the graveyard, yeah, you can add 1 Blue Eyes to your hand. Polymerization for your fusion. I only have 1 polymerization in here, and you'll understand why. So this works with your this, and these two make that. So this, that, and that make that. So, and then I have some other stuff in here for that exact reason. So these are also in here, King of the Swamp. So they work as fusion substitutes for like your Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon and your Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. And your Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon actually can be special summoned just by tributing a Blue Eyes. So you've got, you can use that too. So it doesn't really need a fusion card for that. So that's what this is basically in here for this. And your Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, just in case, right? I have a refusion in here for, I have 2 of them, actually, in this for, recurability, just in case your Blue Eyes Ultimate goes down or one of your fusion monsters. You can refusion summon it with this card. But the bad part is once this goes, your fusion monster gets banished, so you've got your drawbacks on that. I don't know. I'm cool with that decision. Fusion substitute. Basically just a polymerization, just in case like all else fails, and this is the only option that you have. You still have ways to fusion summon your. You still have ways to fusion summon your extra deck monsters or whatever else, right? Like it's a fusion substitute, and there's 2 polymerizations in here, but technically still 1, defusion. You might be able to use this to OTK someone. The thing is like depending on what their field looks like, you might not too, because like I'm not sure exactly what like you'd be going up against. So like that's the other thing is like, you could probably OTK someone if you got like the right, like the perfect circumstances, and that's kind of why it's in here, because if you do get those perfect circumstances, it'd be nice to try it, right? So, and it might be it might be easier with the new like support and stuff. I got 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons in here because that's a big thing with some of the new support out of battles is you got to have Blue Eyes in your hand or in the graveyard. And to have 3 of them in here is probably a good idea. I definitely think that putting 3 in here, after I read the effects, because I had 2 in here originally, and then after reading the effects of some of the new support, I definitely think that 3 is a good idea. Just because having 3 definitely, having 2 limits you, having 3 is right around, like, you know what I mean? I kept with the same art, but these 2 I think are from the Reloaded deck or whatever from Kaba Reloaded, and this is the dual terminal Hidden Arsenals Chapter 1. So they're all the same art, which is why I decided on the dual terminal one. That's also a fresh pull out of Hidden Arsenals, so that's pretty cool. A lot of these cards have been played, like they're not like not all of them are mint, but most of them are been sleeved their whole lives. I just want to make that clear. I've been playing with this deck now, and it's all moved around. I have a Harpy's Feather Duster in here, well, because, you know, that'll come in handy always. I have a Heavy Storm also, because that always comes in handy. I have True Light, which is also something that I think is going to be handy, because True Light is one of those cards that's that came out recently for the Blue Eyes support. It's basically an Eternal Soul for your Blue Eyes, but the problem with it is if it leaves the field, all your Blue Eyes monsters go. So what you want are all of your monsters go. What I would use this for personally is in emergency circumstances. I have 3 Blue Eyes Jet Dragons in here. So these are all, the 3 Blue Eyes Jet Dragons are all 3 of the ones that I pulled. So I don't, and I feel like I might pull another one. I'm doing a short series with Battles of Chaos. Go check that out. That's also on the channel. So I might pull another one, but just so you guys have, just to bring up the value, I think, of the deck a little more, I put those in here, and they're the newer support, so that's cool. King of D. Now, King of D is kind of like a personal preference almost. He lets you bring your Melody of the Waking Dragon, your revival, your Dragon Revival Prophecy to your hand if he gets special or normal summoned. So realistically, that is awesome because you can bring your Blue Eyes Jet Dragons to your hand. You can bring your Blue Eyes White Dragon to your hand with Melody of the Waking Dragon, which you have 2 of in here. So if you get one of your Melody of the Waking Dragons, it's awesome. But if you can pull your King of D, you basically have 3. So that's another thing. And if you get King of D late, you can use one of the other. If you get King of D late, you can what is that? You can use it on Dragon Revival Prophecy if you still have that in the deck somewhere. I'm just trying to organize the cards that I have in my hand a little bit better because I was playing with them and shuffled them around a bit. So Dragon Revival Prophecy. I have the Vision with Blue Eyes in here, along with Ultimate Fusion, which is more of the new support for from Battles of Chaos. That was kind of like what I set out to do, is try to make a Blue Eyes deck that was relatively cheap, and also use the Battles of Chaos support that I pulled along the way. Like I said, I'm not sure of how the functionality of it will all work yet because I haven't actually playtested it, but I plan on playtesting it before I give it away. So there's that. I will probably do a functionality, I'll probably see about doing a functionality test video. I'm not sure about that. I don't want to do a bunch of misplays and stuff and have a bunch of people in the comments being like, you suck. Well, and I will, because that's another thing, is I'm still kind of new to the game and stuff. I don't know if I've been putting these all in camera or not now. Blue Eyes Spirit, or the Spirit of White Dragon, or Spirit of White. This becomes a Blue Eyes, so that helps with your fusions if you need it. Also, it has spell and trap removal, which is awesome, and I put 2 of him in there because they're the only 2 I have. I tried not to, I didn't want to buy cards. I could have bought cards too, but they probably wouldn't be here by now, which is why I wanted to build this out of cards that I have. I have lots of cards, and I did build it out of the cards that I have. It's still, it's still going to be a good price for whoever gets it, if that's what you're concerned about. But it's also, I wanted it to play good too, and I'm hoping that it does that still. You know what I mean? Whitestone of Ancient. This lets you add, if this was in the graveyard, it lets you special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your deck. Yeah. So basically that more stuff that lets you add Blue Eyes from your deck. I feel like that's going to be super handy because of everything. Dictator of D. Dictator of D, he lets you basically special summon him to the field by, dumping a Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck. You basically, from your hand or deck to the graveyard, special summon this card from your hand. You can discard 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon. You can discard 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon or a card that mentions it, so you can use your Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, your any Blue Eyes monster that's in this deck, really. Basically, any monster that mentions a Blue Eyes in it, you can use that to do this effect. Basically, the whole deck. Okay, I put a lot of Blue Eyes support in here for this, so, this is pretty cool. And then target 1 Blue Eyes monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So basically, you can discard any card in the deck, except for, the fusion stuff, obviously, because it doesn't mention the Blue Eyes. On it, you can basically be so I'll discard that, and then boom, Blue Eyes on the field. I don't know. You know what I mean? So I feel like it'll play really good. I'm just kind of hoping that you guys all like it. I like I worked hard to get it to the point where it was 40 cards, and I thought about it lots. I've thought about all the cards that needed to go in here, all the little stuff that I've learned from like my buddies, and like little stuff that I've learned while watching YouTube videos and just experimenting with stuff. Like I'm super excited to see who wins this giveaway and how they like the deck, because like I think I did pretty good. I'm pretty proud of it. I hope you guys like it too. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Go check out that video. I'll link it in the description, and we'll see you guys later. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Steel Fusion Gaming. Sorry. We'll see you guys later.